Thank you, God. It's Friday. Welcome to the show. I am Moriah Afolabi Brown. It's Celebrity Friday today. And we have a very special guest in the building. We have Amber. His Excellency is in the building. We'll see him a bit later. But first, hi, ladies. How you guys doing?
Good morning. Mariah.
What's up, Jumoke? How you doing? How's everything?
I feel highly underdressed, but then...
It's okay. You're breastfeeding, so you need something you got to zip down.
Sharp,
we understand. How are you doing?
I'm very honored to have been invited today to go into a reality show's house to talk to the youth as a female entrepreneur, event director, producer, UNESCO Ray of Hope Women's Advocate in Nigeria, and a TV personality, to tell the youth how they can, in 2016, believe in their dreams still. Regardless of that, our leaders are our grandfathers and grandmothers, regardless of inflation being at 15.6%, regardless of many people losing
their...
their...
speech for them. But I appreciate so...
No, I'm telling you what I'm talking about. You weren't listening.
Okay, I was. I do apologize.
No, you weren't.
Sorry. Okay, so... But thank you very much. I'm happy for you. I was a bit distracted. Yes, you're right. Yes, so how are you? Any speeches this weekend for you?
I'm very, very good. I'm going to talk about my hair. What do you know? There's a lady that has a hair show. She talks about how to maintain naturally, and she invited me, and I feel really... But that's not what I want to talk about anyway. We'll talk about that one on Monday. What I want to talk about is that we're in a new month, and I realized a lot of people were talking to me about how disappointed they've been about what they planned for the year that they had not accomplished. And happy new month, all our viewers. It's the second half of the year, and it's a time to review the year and plan a better future, because there's a lot of disappointments. A lot of people's plan so far hasn't worked out. Don't be depressed. Don't feel dejected. Just focus on how you can better work with the circumstances around you.
Okay, cool. Lots of advice this morning. Hi, how are you doing? What's up with the papers?
Yeah, today is my wedding anniversary.
Aww, happy wedding anniversary.
You know, it's 10
July
years.
1st?
July 1st, 10 years I've been with Mr. Sally. So my children, this morning, they woke up and they made cards for me. David says, I am wishing you a happy anniversary. You will be blessed all the way. You will be filled with love and smiles. That's from my younger son. He'll be 8 on Sunday. His birthday is 3rd of July. Then the big one, a great mother, a great father. Your beauty makes everyone gather. You two made the best choice, even when people were always making noise. Happy anniversary. Is that a good marriage? One in love. God bless you in heaven above. We promise to make today your day, even if you are mostly away.
That is just alpha for you.
So I thought that, I mean, this is the most special gift anyone can ever give me. I had planned this day in my head for so many years that I was going to do like a wedding renewal and all that. But you know, with the farm investment, you know, yesterday for the first time we took pepper to the market to sell, because we're already harvesting pepper. But you know, we just bless God. We bless God because I think for every woman out there, even with all the plans that I had, knowing the current situation of things, you know, that the finance is really, really heavy on investment, you just got to adjust. So I don't have to fight you, Mr. Sally. Don't worry. Don't feel pressured.
Glad. Cool,
so I love you, and happy anniversary to us.
Happy anniversary to you guys.
Thank you so much.
I hope the children are cooking for you today. All this plenty
Yes, so
All right, let's take a quick break.
So nothing from you.
What you don't talk about the dinner. Can't you see the time? You never give me time to say my
No,
own
but
things.
you said I had time to banter.
No, it's okay. When we come back, we'll go through the front pages of the newspapers. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Now, the Punch. Confusion in Abia as court stops swearing in of Oga. Oga gets certificate of return. Embattled Ikpeazu declares holiday. Picture here of Edo State teachers during the screening for the 2014, 15, and 2016 promotion exercise in Benin. CBN sets aside 2.5 billion naira for business-inclined corpers. Niger Delta, Buhari meets service chiefs. IG visits Baramatu today. I support Buhari's anti-graft war. Will return 400 million naira. Says me too.
He has been saying that since.
No. Senate panel rejects AGS representative. Minister's aids kicks. Airfare soar by 57% over new forex policy. Autumn hails Benue speaker's arrest for alleged fraud and alleged 1.9 billion naira fraud. Ex-Adamawa governor remanded in prison. Yes, you're going to say something about
what he said then was that they were going to return some.
No, he said he was ready.
Was it all?
Yes.
He did say
From
that.
day one?
Yes.
His family, I think it was even my family.
It was
we are
family
ready
that
to
to
return
return
everything. Just
so that they
release
release him.
our
He
son.
wanted to go to
The
go
UK
abroad,
for-
and I think this was about February or March, and his family said, you know what, we'll give you all the 400 million at the time, and they were saying no.
But since they've extended cordial relations with Amosu and other Air Force people that refunded money, maybe they should also look upon Metu with favor, since he's willing to refund money and let him treat himself. We don't want, as much as we want to punish them, let them be alive to be punished.
Yes, let them fly to
Let them
If
be
he's
America.
willing to
punished.
return the money.
I don't want him to
because
die.
I thought I heard that they was going to return part
No,
then.
he
No,
did
he
say
But
said
since
all.
it's the full income, fine. They
No,
should.
no, no. I agree with them with going ahead with prosecution. We must penalize and punish wrongdoing. Don't think that you can, dip your hands into the government coffers and get away with plea
No, but
bargaining.
what should happen rather, Jumoke, is if I'm returning all the money, if it was maybe a 5-year sentence, you make it a lighter sentence. Probably
They can do
maybe
that
like
plea
a 1
bargain.
year. Yeah.
They can do a plea bargain. But you see,
But
I was
that's
reading
going
in the
free.
news yesterday that in Egypt, when there was someone that was under 3 months, he was convicted. I was saying this somewhere in the news. I don't know why our judicial
No,
system
our
is so
legal
long.
system is usually too long because they
taking way
have
too
to
long.
write everything down. Our judges, they are still as
Abia-
archaic as that.
Abia State is still in crisis right now, a year after.
We'll discuss Abia.
Okay.
Is in all the papers.
Moving on very quickly to The Nation. Stalemate in Abia. Ikpeazu Oga lay claim to governor's seat. Court stops swearing in. Let's see. Democracy has been raped, says Abia PDP. Police step up security in government's house. Oga, my victory marks a new beginning. Abia court stops Oga's inauguration. Clash of governor and governor-elect. There's an analysis in the papers for you to read. Oil price drops as Nigeria's output rises. AGF to Senate. You can't summon me. Hey.
I read that.
Okay, which story are we taking?
Should we take the Abia
let's take the
story
Abia
now?
stories, yes.
Now the courts in Abia have when they nullify an election of the governor Ikpeazu, saying that he did not submit his tax certificates alongside with his INEC documents, and have said that the runner-up Oga should be what's the word?
The governor,
Sworn in
Sworn in,
as the governor. So now we have a state with 2 governors because Ikpeazu is not leaving his position and Oga is there celebrating and saying, but then there was a court injunction to also stop Oga from being sworn in. He should have been sworn in, I think, yesterday. There's a lot of drama going
And
on
this
there.
was Ikpeazu that successfully won at the Supreme Court few months back that he won the election.
Yes,
so now,
convincing. So
yes, he won the election, but he did not submit a tax
Certificate.
So they keep just looking for a way to, can the people of Abia State have good governance? Can they enjoy continuity and
No,
growth?
but the allegation is that what's it called, tax evasion rather. I think that was what they are holding
that's the
against.
latest
So you
now.
see, the truth is that whether part of good governance is for the people in governance to
Accountable.
actually be
Okay.
accountable.
But what we see is that if they want to get you, they will find something.
Definitely.
So there are times where they overlook these things.
God bless you,
But
Mariah.
when
That's
they
what
don't
I'm
want to
saying.
get you, they know
So
where
what
to
is
get shit.
happening now is that people are not overlooking things anymore.
That's not true.
No, I
People
think
are still
so.
overlooking things.
I
Let's
think
take
so.
Vanguard. Abia, 1 state, 2 governors. The dramatist personnel. Oh, goodness. INEC issues certificate of return to Oga as governor-elect. I'm still governor, says Ikpeazu in government house. Get injunction stopping Oga's swearing in. INEC lied. was served notice of appeal. Oh, the list goes on.
Drama.
Ranches, we won't force anybody to surrender land, says federal government. That's good. Forgery, Senate works out Buhari's aid as AGF again shuns summon. Zenith, First Bank, GT Bank, 7 others make up 1,000 World Bank's ranking. And reps Nemasa disagree over 2.8 trillion cargo dues.
I'd
Okay, who
like
read
to talk about
this?
the AGF. Now, a lot of our senators and reps are lawyers, you know, because, I mean, if you're going to be a lawmaker, you should know some things about the law. So I'd like somebody who's well-versed in Nigerian law to tell us if it is legal for the Senate to call the Attorney General to summon him to see them, because the Senate is supposed to be the most powerful organ, you know, in the sense that they can actually even tell the president, no, you cannot do this. So if you need the Senate to swear in all your ministers, including the AGF, why is the AGF then saying to the Senate, I'm sorry, you cannot summon me?
But my worry is that we have a Senate embroiled in corruption charges, in a lot
Not
of
the Senate,
cases.
only two of their people.
Two of them.
Yeah.
And we now have a case where they are summoning the Attorney General to face you when you are under his, as in, it smells of abuse of power. If the President of the Senate and his Vice President have stepped down and a new Senate President sitting summons the SGF,
the AGF,
then we can say, okay, this is a neutral body overseeing what is going on, but not when the person that is holding you to it just smells funny.
The Attorney General, is he not supposed to be independent of all these things? Because you see, if there's any misgivings, who is supposed to prosecute these people? It's supposed to be the judicial system.
There's 3 arms of government.
Do you understand? So I'm saying that they're supposed to be. So I don't think they have the power to summon them.
I think this morning is going to be handling this kind of topic, so we'll definitely get more information on that. Let's take our final paper this morning, which is Daily Sun. The Abia Guba drama continues. We talked about that already. 1 state, 2 governors. Picture here of former governor of Abia State, Dr. Orji Uzokalu, with widow of the late Nigerian envoy, Chief Ojo Maduike, during a condolence visit in Abuja. Picture here of our president breaking fast the handshake with Chief Executive Officer Erisco Foods. Senate threatens to issue warrants of arrest for AGF. You lack power to summon me, says Malami. So much drama going on. EFCC exposes ex-Air Force Chief Amosu, how he stole billions to acquire London, Abuja, Lagos houses. Maduike, Buhari, Saraki, Kalu, others mourn. Oshimbajo, service chief, meet over Niger Delta. Nkrumah laid solid foundation for Ghana, says Ornu. Why I offered to refund 400 million naira, says me too.
He just wants to go. He
wants his freedom. He wants his
and
freedom.
then in the article, he was saying that he supports Buhari's anti-corruption fight. And people are saying, why won't you support? Now they have arrested you. You want others to
So
go
you know
down
that
like
the anti-corruption fight is real. You are feeling it.
They should just let the man
But
go.
I
He's been there
think
for a while.
they should give him a lighter sentence. I think so. And probably if he still has the health issues, they should be able to give him the chance.
In
If he's
Nigeria,
willing to return everything.
somebody who steals a chicken is mobbed to death.
So you
So
still believe-
I mean, justice should be equally, not because you are
equally
a big
is a
man.
very heavy statement.
It's difficult, Jumoke,
Equally.
at the point where we are in, judging the fact that there are so much, there's so much that has gone under the bridge, so much water that has gone under the bridge over the years. So it's difficult for you to say that justice will be equal.
Just
if
refund
people are
the
willing to refund the money, at least encourage them. Let us get the money back.
So
You
I
understand?
can
And we
also
now
go
make
and
the
steal
system
then.
tighter that tomorrow they are not able to steal anymore.
Just refund our
Okay,
money.
that's all we can take on Front Page Review today. So when we come back, our celebrity guest is none other than His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State.
Why do you love this song?
I like the song. So he'll be with us in a few minutes. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. He was a civil servant for 27 years and a financial consultant before running for public office as governor of Lagos State. by winning the election, defeating the second place candidate by more than 150,000 votes. He began his tenure as the governor of Lagos State on 29th of May 2015. With the welcome, Governor Ambode.
Welcome
sir.
to the show.
It's so good to have you, sir.
Thank you.
Now, last week, I think, or last 2 weeks ago.
Last week,
Last Thursday, we went for a book launch written by Mr. Steve Ayoride.
Cascade of Change.
A Cascade of Change. And Mrs. Doyin Abiola said something that was very profound. She said, of all the governors, you were the one that was most prepared for the job, because it seems as though you came in a year later and we can actually see tangible results. You know, you can almost pick and say, these are the things you have done. Yeah. We would like you to just, what was that winning formula that you used that set the tone for where we are today? Because we remember there was a rocky start.
Yep.
When you started, there was issues with security,
Yeah.
you know, and everyone was like, does this governor knows what he's doing? But somehow you proved us wrong, and everybody's like so proud of you today. So what was that winning formula? What exactly did you do to set the pace for where we are today?
Yeah, just a quick one. Don't let us even talk about the kind of experience that I had that I brought into the assignment. But the truth is, everybody has been talking so much about this rocky start, but I think I need to put it in the right perspective. You cannot just enter into a new position and then just jump and start taking decisions. So the whole thing is it's three-pronged. You think it, you plan it, and then you act it.
Fantastic.
So in the whole process, it's about thinking, it's about planning, and it's about acting. So the thinking process, you know, required making reforms, making changes, and then understanding the financial situation of the
State.
government. And then putting that in the right perspective, you start to plan what you now see 1 year after as the basic things that we've delivered. So obviously in the whole process of the Nigerian mentality, somebody just wants you to come in and start making mistakes. So there wasn't anything called rocky starts. It was just, you know, it's a thinking process. So, but beyond that, I've always wanted to serve. You know, I'm somebody that has always been an outsider from politics. And each time, you know, every outsider tries to complain that they're not doing it right. So if I had a chance, I would do it right. So that drive in me was like, you know, this is my singular opportunity to make a difference, and that's what we're doing.
I'm a complainer. And I didn't give you a chance, actually. I thought, the shoes that he's stepping into, are we sure that this is the right man to take us there? But I must confess, I drove through Okpebi Allen Towing at night twice within the last 1 week. And I said, okay, I think he knows where he's going to. I must applaud you. I'm impressed. Although I've mentioned the Allen Road, one part is tarred, the other one is untarred. But Allen is down Awolowo.
But
the question,
point, yes.
the question though was, with all the complaints that people had at the beginning, you sort of stayed your ground. Like, I know where I am going to. I'm not going to get distracted by the naysayers. Tell us about that.
No, see, everything in life is about focus. And if you've always been used to succeeding, you already have your template. It's like it's in the DNA. No matter what people say, I'm focused on my goals. And with 27 years of civil service experience, it's not easy being the Accountant General of Lagos State at the age of
24.
Maybe 37 or something, and getting to the peak of your career at 37. So you must have brought a whole lot of skill sets. And so the only thing is that I take the job of the governor as just another assignment.
Okay.
So it's like a flow. So that's how it is.
The Light of Lagos project was something, a lot of people have tried it in the past. There's been issues of, they steal the bulbs, they do this, we cannot sustain it. How have you been able to sustain, Lagos is all lit up at night, and I'm like, is this Lagos State? How have you been able to sustain that, this project?
So it takes you to the earlier thing that I said: think, plan, and act. So before we went out to say we're going to do a Light Up Lagos project, we've already seen the end issues, and the end issues is about sustaining and maintaining it. Technically, you put so much energy in maintaining it. You know, we have this culture of destroying things and people stealing cables and whatever. So we've put all that into consideration. And what we've done is more or less to complement the security issues. You know, this government is running on a tripod: security, job opportunities, and then infrastructure.
Okay.
So the real cornerstone of these 4 years is about securing Lagos, have a safer Lagos, and with that you're able to attract investors to come in and everybody to do their commercial business.
Okay.
If we're able to do that, we'll create job opportunities for our people, and then thereafter, the taxes we get from there, we use it to improve on the infrastructure. That's the way we've been running it.
Okay.
So Lagos has a lot of flyovers right now in the making, and you're doing a lot of constructions to decongest traffic. We've seen some that are actually working, you know, especially for the LASA. I heard that it was
Third Milan Bridge.
Third Milan Bridge and all that being successfully done. However, I use the health sector in Lagos practically every month because my baby is still taking immunization, and I see a lot that is left to be done, a whole lot. Congested wards, inadequate facility, no parking space, overworked staff.
No beds, no mattress.
And I'm wondering, yes, we want roads, but we need to be alive to use the roads. So, and I know that you're probably still in the thinking or processing, but let us know what the plan is for the health sector in Lagos State.
You know, no matter how much has been done in the past, we can never really, you know, see the real value, because the truth is this: Lagos is now experiencing what you call exponential intrusion into Lagos. The population is, so as long as you create better facilities, more people will keep coming into Lagos. Beyond people coming from within Nigeria, people are coming from the West Coast. So even when the last 8 years where the past governor had actually improved on health, you also still see that what he provided is not even enough to cater for all the people coming in. Now, this second year, I can tell you freely that we are facing majorly health sector, education sector, the issues of elderly people, and then the youth.
Okay.
We believe that in the next 12 months, which we're starting from now, you see a major escalation of the quality of the facilities we're going to provide in our hospitals.
All right, sir. I want to first of all commend you for, because I've been going through the roads in Lagos. I'm noticing that pedestrian crossing, the bridges are being constructed, and I must commend you for that, because it would definitely reduce traffic, reduce the number of deaths on the highway. You know, a lot of people that cross and hit and run and all that, those things it will reduce substantially. But recently there was an incident that happened at Maryland about hawking, and I noticed that the number of people hawking on the streets, they have tripled. I mean, it's like they are just, and also beggars. So what's your plan for curbing that? Because you've been able to help people. You know, Jumoke was making a joke the other day at Ojota, that right now, because of the media and they put it on the roads, people are forced to use that pedestrian crossing.
Yeah.
So now, no need for Kai to stand there and arrest people. So how do we now solve the problem of, tripled hawking and begging on the streets of Lagos?
Oh, you know, firstly, I just want to, sympathize with the incident that happened. It's not in our DNA to want to let somebody just die by road accident or just by no fault of theirs. But you know, beyond the fact that we lost one person just by the way that he was crossing the road, and it was due to maybe the Kai official trying to arrest him. I need to tell Lagosians that over 49 buses were actually destroyed on that day. And it's costing us almost like 139 million to put that back on the road. Now the issue is this: we need to enforce our laws. We already have a law, and there's a clause in it which says that the buyer and the seller are both liable, and then we're going
People
to
don't know
fine
that.
them either 90,000 naira or a 6 months jail term.
So for us buying in traffic,
We will jail you.
Wait, okay, you know what? There's something unique about Lagos State. When you travel abroad, you don't see these things on the road.
Yes, so
That uniqueness of Oga, come, bring me one drink. It's
So-
very, very
no,
unique.
Let's get this thing right. So it's a cultural issue.
yes.
You people like to buy
Yes,
banana
very
and tomato
convenient.
for-
We're in traffic for 2 hours.
We are reducing it
And
to
we are
2
hungry.
minutes.
Okay.
So we're reducing traffic.
Okay.
You know, we're introducing new strategies
Okay.
to eliminate traffic. Well, you know, this is a cosmopolitan state.
Yeah.
So you cannot totally eliminate it.
We agree.
But now this is the case. In the next few days, you'll see on the streets of Lagos signs that will be warning you.
No buying.
Now, after that, in another 1 week, you will now see a massive campaign. We'll be watching out for buyers and sellers, and all we need is just scapegoats.
Okay, we will be your
we need
campaign.
to- we need to take a break. We need to take a commercial break, sir, because this thing is
we'll
this
have
thing
to
hits me
buy
here.
us.
Because I buy plantain
Buy-
chips.
No, the issue is
I always buy plantain
don't
chips.
buy plantain chips from 1st of July. Buyers beware.
Let's take a break.
I hope you are hearing it.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. We still have His Excellency with us. Now, stemming from the Kai incident, now I'm moving to last month, other officials of Lagos State, because it seems as though that we ought to be more preventive than trying to apprehend these guys when they actually commit this. So this last month official is waiting for you to go in that one way, I'll chase after you. Or the Kai official is waiting for you to, instead of you to come and be there so that his uniform at least speaks it, don't come here. They wait for you to be hawk. They now start chasing you, and that can lead to this kind of accident. So how are officials, Lagos
preventing?
officials being trained? How, are they trained to be preventive, or they just have to go out there to
enforce.
accost these people who break the laws?
No, if you want to be realistic, you know how our people are. I mean, we know our attitude. As much as you want to be civil, you know how the system works. You still find some people who are just, typically stubborn. Ordinarily, our officials are properly trained, and then we're also even increasing, capacity building. But the truth is, as much as we want to do advocacy, you need to enforce. That's the language of Lagos.
Okay, so during the break we asked that what would the hawkers do? And my mom came to tell me this morning when I said you were coming that we are building shops that the kind of shops that are being built are not shops that are affordable to citizens of Lagos. You have a shop maybe of going of 50,000 naira before, you chase them out and rebuild another beautiful, grandiose structure, more suitable for your modern Lagos, for our modern Lagos, and the bill is 1.something million. That shop owner cannot afford to pay the new money. How do we now break down and make it like the hawker now that you're sending off the street? Can we probably go and get a shop and affordably continue his business in a more structured environment?
The financial model for those new shops, they're so easy. You don't need to pay in a lump sum. So sometimes, they do it in a rental model that eventually you now own it. So people need to take advantage of such facilities. But more importantly, the issue of creating shops for those who are hawkers and all that actually rests in the hands of the local government. So the important thing for us now is to make sure that we scale up the provision of such low-level stalls and all that to accommodate these people. A whole lot of people who are hawkers, really, when you check them, I understand from intelligence that this is more like a cartel. Some people buy fake products and then bring it in
And sell on the street.
give these boys to sell on the street and come back and make returns in the night. So what I want to advise Lagosians is that even when you think you are buying something of quality on the road, be rest assured that those things are fake products.
Thank you, sir. I would like to bring in, since we're talking about affordability and shops, the previous administration did something on Lagos State housing. And I felt like the bulk of the people that contribute to the GDP of Lagos are the people that are working, the average income earners. And for me, that was like a laudable, project, to be able to take them off renting houses and all that. And we've seen that most of the structures, recently I noticed some of them, construction had resumed, but some of those structures are still under, like, is looking abandoned, you know, putting in play terms. And for the houses that are complete, there are no, I mean, we don't know what the, the plan is for the people Lagos to own those Lagos homes that were built by the previous administration. So what's your plan on housing, and what are you doing about the existing ones?
Look, if I had all the resources, I'll provide housing for anybody that wants it. But the truth is that you don't have that kind of financial muscle to want to actually go into housing. And the most important template right now is to do some private sector participation in the housing project.
Okay.
But beyond that, yes, there was Lagos Homes. But the truth is, yes, mortgage. At what percentage? We believe that rent-to-own policy is the best way to get a whole lot of our middle-class people off tenancy. So most of the projects that were actually made are now, you know, being completed with the concept of people, if you want to do mortgage, good. If you want to do rent-to-own, fine. So that these younger ones can actually have access. But, you know, specifically the one that I think that we've not really touched is the Luberin one.
Definitely.
The one on the
That's the one.
That's what everybody wants.
But you know what?
Yes.
We cannot have a barracks on our waterfront.
Or under our power line.
I'm not going to do it. That's why.
It's even under power line.
So the truth, just wait. And then the mortgage concept of the Luberin project, when you finish the project, it's going to come up like 60 million. So that's not low cost.
True,
so the best thing is for us to rearrange the concept of what that Luberin project is.
Would be.
So we're just in the process of concluding.
Sorry, can I do, yeah. How do we now start the research?
Rent-to-own is as in, you don't need to pay a lump sum.
30%.
No, not even 30%.
Yeah, you don't need to pay 30%.
Just come and rent it.
And start owning it.
Oh, really?
Yes,
that's a better
but
one.
Sir, that's the point. I heard that.
Yes.
But how do you apply for that? Because people don't even know right now. So tell us which body to approach.
No, the Ministry of Housing, they've been advocating on it.
Yes. The
Commissioner for Housing, I'm sure he was here at a time. And then also even the Lagos Homes is part of that particular scheme also. We believe that right now people do not have such huge money in their pocket. So with a 1,000 naira, you can rent a 2-bedroom flat.
Oh, fantastic.
And then for
That's
the next
good
5
news.
years, if you do that.
That is good news to my
That's
ears.
good news. Okay, wait, hang in there. Let me talk about I must applaud the government for what you've done concerning domestic violence. Everybody we brought here always says Lagos State government has done so much. Lagos State government has done so but even mostly for the health and domestic violence. Now, a lot of people come here like trying to find refuge. A lot of wives or battered husbands, whatever, come to Lagos State. Just tell us a bit more about this law, how you've protected women and children in this Lagos State.
You know, I feel personally concerned because I mean I can't just figure out why there should be domestic violence somewhere. And then the truth is that it rubs off on the children. So we've taken it more or less as one of the core items that we want to improve upon. And I want to commend the Ministry of Justice and the other group that have been doing it. But our strategy is to encourage people to talk about it. This is something that has always been buried under the ground. And we've seen that in the last 6 to 9 months, a whole lot of people have been coming out to talk about rape issues. We know that we have not even done enough. You will see that to complement that campaign, we've already approved that there should be a DNA laboratory owned by us. Between December and the first quarter of 2017, that laboratory will be up and running. So it helps us to fight our case in court when people come out with issues of rape. The other part of it is that the domestic violence issue is that there are a whole lot of people who are being molested and then abused in their homes, and they don't have recourse to anywhere. So we think we should champion it.
Yes.
And I must also commend NGOs. They've been very active in this, and we're going to scale up a whole lot of grants to these NGOs in another 2 weeks to be able to continue the advocacy.
Yeah.
A few projects I'd like to commend you on. Talking about rape, the Mirabel Center in Lagos is such a solace for many women. So people are grateful for the Lagos State government for that. The 4th Mainland Bridge, we're excited about that project. Lagos is also a leader in that every state, they cannot pay salaries. Lagos State is able to even lend other states money. So we commend you. But there are 2 issues that concern me. One, we have 42 official slums in Lagos State. Why are people allowed to live like that? I hear that most of them are migrants from neighboring countries. Why are we allowing slums in Lagos State? I had a project in Makoko and Ilaje. I was surprised at how people live like that. Now, the second one is you have asked for restructuring.
Let's come to that. Let's come to the Ilaje. Yes, the Ilaje.
42 slums.
Official.
And then still counting.
Yes,
now,
they say there are about 100.
No, that's not true. Now, the issue of slums is also, a spillover effect of population explosion. When people come in, they don't really have housing, then they find a way, and then on the waterways and what. Now, we are limited by financial resources. If you want to relocate anybody from any slum, in line with United Nations recommendation, you must create an alternative residential location for them, for you to do that. Now, if we are applying our resources, we are not able to take out the whole of the 42. But the plan is this. When you talk so much about moving people from slum, when you pronounce it, it creates some kind of ripple effect amongst them, and then they start. We have issues of NGOs also, but with some of the multilateral agencies, we believe that it is time for us to do a whole lot about some of them. Like in Okobaba now, as you face Third Mainland from down to the island. I mean, that's an eyesore. It's not good for a city like ours. So we believe that when we are able to relocate those loggers and the Okobaba settlement to Agbowa, at least we'll be able to eliminate all that. And then with the plan that the logs will not eventually come into the city of Lagos and will be stopping in Agbowa and Ekpe. That business in that neighborhood will totally not be lucrative again. And we have to now relocate a whole lot of them. And more or less, we'll do all that in a way that is convenient for them to move into where the commercial business is. Like you have in Papa and also Badia. There's already a program in which we're trying to regenerate most of these places. And then with our own money, we'll be able to do some of them.
All right, let me ask you, sir, what is the role of the local government? Because sometimes when we see bad road patches here and there, I'm wondering, okay, do we complain to the state government? Is it the senator that's supposed to do it? We drive through the inner roads, not the main roads, or the inner roads. Is that the job of the local government? And if we have issues, how do we engage the local government? Because it seems as though we don't feel they're effective enough in Lagos State.
Should we meet our senators?
Inner roads actually, are actually the duty of local governments.
Okay.
But again, we cannot leave them because of the issue of inadequate resources. So somehow we complement the efforts of local government. Like what we're doing now, awarding 114 road construction jobs simultaneously for the very first time in the history of Lagos State. These roads are actually local government roads. But again, we're complementing their resources to make sure we deliver those roads between now and end of August.
How do they get funded actually, the local governments?
From the taxes you pay. Even the same way with Lagos State government. It's from the taxes that people pay. It's not as if Lagos State government has any money anywhere. It's those taxes they pay that we now apply judiciously into all those projects.
You just discovered oil.
So if we have a bad road, So if I see a bad road in my neighborhood, I can go to my local government chairman and demand.
Yes.
Fantastic.
That's where you should go.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to get things lighter now very soon, but we'll still try to get to know the other side of our governor. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Let's take some tweets, please.
Samuel Olakonla says, myjustok.com, Governor. Why are we here to conduct local government elections? What are the issues? Bisola says, good morning, sir. Although I live in Ogun State, I must commend you and the past government of Lagos State. Lagos has always been lucky with good governors.
Steve almost says, the best program in the country. Well done, ladies. And he's also commending the constructive nature of our questions.
So Noiki says, please ask Governor Ambode what measures are in place to employ the hawkers that are sent off the streets so as to avoid crime.
You addressed that already. Toko, you had a question for the
Yes.
governor.
You've partnered as a state with some states around. I know that you have something with Benue State with agriculture. Kebbi State, and you have done a lot with Ogun State. Lagos State is one of the few states that have successfully been able to increase IGR in the midst of all this crisis. How are you mentoring other states? Because I know there's still the Governors Forum to help them benefit from the skills that you're using to improve Lagos State.
I don't know, the question on the local government, it's not in my hands. It's in the hands of the Lagos State Electoral Commission. We just inaugurated them like 2 days ago. So they speak to the timetable and all that. And so whatever it is that they say, we abide in that. The other one is on, we can't mentor each other, because the complexity of revenue items in Lagos is totally different from what you have. And it's a growth plan that has taken place for over 17 years. It didn't just start today.
Continuity.
There's been continuity in Lagos, and then beyond that, for everybody, you have to think out of the box. That's what we're doing here.
Okay, Bisola on Twitter says, on a lighter note, I'm beginning to see white hairs on Governor Ambode's head.
That's
like, easy to wait, let me finish. Like it happened with BRF. This work no easy. So is that true?
No, it's not. No, the truth is, it's not about the work. Am I not?
Just aging.
I'm above 50, so.
Okay, but how do you like to relax?
Am I not older than all of you?
You are, sir. You are.
You say you like to dance, Oga. We'll let you dance a bit later, but first, how do you relax? We hear you go to club, Oga. We heard. You don't worry. I'm not seeing you, but I hear. But
we have our eyes on you.
How do you spend your day? How do you spend your day? What time do you wake up? Your family? How do you?
I sleep 2 a.m. Wake up 6 a.m.
Wow.
That's why you're agreeing. That's not enough time to sleep. I was saying to pull your legs with the restructuring question to say that, is it because Lagos State found oil?
That you now want restructuring?
Our governor say, hey, the system of government cannot work. 13% derivation is not enough.
Because we found oil, that's what she's saying.
No. See, we must say a big thank you to the Folawiyo family. I mean, they've been trying to do this in the last 20-something years. Yes. Yeah. And so why is it our own time that they actually discovered it?
We must applaud them.
Grace of God. Also.
Yeah.
So obviously, but again, it only adds to the revenue that Lagos State can get. But you see, our drive is this. We do not want to even entirely depend on federal allocation.
Exactly.
So that's what our drive is. If we can move from 600 million to 12 billion, we can move from 25 billion. But the truth is this. We must commend taxpayers and all Lagosians that they are the ones pulling the money. What they just want is that whatever taxes that they are paying, we should use the taxes judiciously and appropriate it in a manner that is just and fair and create infrastructure for everybody. As we continue to do it, more people will be paying taxes and they will be able to, create more infrastructure for them. So That's just the only way to go.
All right. Osun State Deputy Governor was here last week Friday, and she was talking about how they helped the local people in Osun State, the farmers and all that. They are mopping up everything they produce. We are also farmers, and we know we have a lot of farmers in Lagos. With the feeding project that is going to start with the secondary school, the primary school children, how are you encouraging people that are farmers in Lagos to be able to, benefit from, at least they'll be able to sell their produce to Lagos State government?
One of the reasons why we've now actually started that a meal a day program is just the same thing about what I said. It's about to think, plan it, and act it. If you don't get that whole template,
Right.
and where the farmers are also part of the whole story, and the whole community is part of the story, I'm not going to roll it out.
Fantastic.
Anything we roll out, we are very certain and sure that,
Must be sustainable.
Yes. So that's why there's
And it must also empower the Lagosians.
Absolutely.
Mariah asked you about relaxation. We know that our former governor was a football person. Do you watch football? Do you
I saw him playing football now.
do you play football? Do you listen to
What do
music?
you
Do
like
you
to
watch
do?
movie? Do you read books? How do you unwind?
I'm a versatile person. I do everything.
Oh, okay. No, there's nothing wrong in it.
Fantastic.
So can you do like 50 push-ups right now?
He's not dressed for it.
I'm not properly dressed.
We'll remove the jacket for you. Don't worry. It's not a problem. But so, do you watch?
I saw you people doing press up 2 days ago.
So you watch our
I saw
show?
you doing- I
So do you
said,
watch our show?
Me every day.
Okay, I have a call for you. Ademola, good morning. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good morning. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
My greetings to our Governor Akinwumi Ambode. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You have been wonderful.
Thank you.
Please, I want to reiterate on this recent incident that occurred at Maryland. As you said, that there will be a law, there will be a notice here and there. I want to know the provision that you have in place for the hawker, the traffic hawker. Because I had their protest that they have graduates among them, they have secondary school, SSE holders among them. And if there is not a provision for them before they will be,
All right, point.
from that place, I believe
Point
they
taken.
will join other.
Thank you very much. You got the point. Yes, sir. So,
Yeah,
the hawkers.
the truth is this. The law does not allow hawking. So we are not going to be emotional about it. We will not say because people are vandals and they are graduates, we should leave them. It's not going to happen. Now, the law must be respected. There must be law and order in the city. Now, it's the compassionate part of it. How do we graduate them from street hawking to a formal work? So that's what it's talking about. So we already have this employment trust fund, and we already have some other things. Let them go and access it.
Okay, let me take this final call. Nike from Bagada, are you there?
Yeah.
Please
okay,
go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well done. I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
Always enjoying your program.
Thank you.
I'm one of your fans. Well, I would like to say hello to our governor, Governor Akinwumi Ambode. I want to say kudos to him. Well done. He's done a good work in Lagos State. Especially, I was in the Epe last week. I was so impressed with what he's doing in Epe, and I think God will continue to guide him and protect him.
Amen.
My own comment is about the cardiac and renal center in Gagada. Please, I want to know, because right now the place is at the fact of collapse. In fact, there's no any service going on there. So I want to know what Governor Ambode is doing about that place. That place is a special settlement to take care of the renal patients and the patient with cardiac problems. But now, there's no any activity going on
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nike. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Sorry, just, at the ESCO meeting of 2 days ago, we just talked about this, and you see a major improvement in the next 2 weeks.
Thank you.
All right, we have to round up our show, sir. But we can't let you go without getting a feel of our governor.
Let's do some moves.
So can we get some music, please, producer?
Wait. Now that you have sandwiched me for like 30 minutes,
Yes.
are you going to dance with me?
Yes. I beg, we are standing up already. We have music, Jare. We heard that.
We heard that you like to rock.
Should
we move the table?
You have to say a few things about our show because you know that thing can get us $1 million in there. So give us a bit of one or two. What do you think about it?
So Lagosians, just Nigerians, Africans, and across the world, just keep watching this show.
Yes, so
Your view. Say.
No, this is one of the best,
Breakfast shows.
viewpoint shows that I've ever come across.
Okay. All right, let's get some music.
Where's the music?
We're ready to dance.
Producer.
That's the only song you know. Okay.
Oh, all for my hand, though. Really?
Oh, okay, the song by
Yes,
Olamide.
this is my-
Mariah, you don't do
This is
anything.
a new one. I love it.
I love it. This is Olamide song.
Please, give me space. Give me space.
Yes,
I know,
sir.
it's just
Oyibo, Ekolowa Oyibo, Oyibo. Why you speaking Oyibo?
Alright, let's go like it.
You dey Lagos Oyibo. If I carry you go love Lagos. If I carry you go to Elegushi,
You go love
Lagos.
I know, I see that our governor has moves.
You my guy, you go love Lagos. Sepe see the police, Governor Amadu go for shit. Helicopter low for look. You cannot deny you don't see.
Thank you very much. That was a fantastic show.
Thank you for
so
coming,
much for
sir.
joining us. We hope you had a great time just as much as we did. Have a lovely weekend and we'll see you Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wait to our viewers.
Oyinbo, Ekolowa Oyinbo, Oyinbo. Why you speaking Oyinbo?